Dolores might be the audience's point of entry into the world of Westworld, but it becomes clear fairly quickly that she's an unreliable perspective. As she continued her path to consciousness during Season 1, it became more and more clear that her story was being told out of chronological order. Now that the full season is wrapped, here's a breakdown of how Dolores' storyline occurred sequentially. Her story actually begins several years before the park opened. Dolores was one of Westworld's original mechanical hosts, and its co-creator Arnold formed a special connection with her. The two would have secret conversations as he studied how she thought. It was through Dolores that Arnold saw the hosts were becoming sentient and decided the park couldn't be opened. When he failed to convince Westworld's other co-creator, Robert Ford, to shut down the park, Arnold programmed Dolores, with the help of Teddy, to kill all the other hosts in the prototype town of Escalante on the day before Westworld was set to open. He then programmed her to kill him, hoping that the bloodbath would be enough to shut everything down. His last words, "These violent delights have violent ends," proved to be trigger words for helping the hosts achieve consciousness. Arnold's death was ruled a suicide, though, and Delos swept it under the rug. Westworld opened as planned, but just a few years after being opened, Westworld was bleeding money. It's around then that Logan and William first entered the park together, and William encountered Dolores. Things get confusing watching Westworld when these scenes with Dolores and William play out. The key to understanding them is knowing that not only did they happen 30 years prior to the show's present day, but that Dolores is retracing her path with William in the present day by herself. Because of the host's burgeoning sentience and the reveries Arnold programmed into them, Dolores' memories of Arnold and the desire to get to the center of the maze come to the surface in cycles. The first time she met William, she became focused on finding the center of the maze, despite not fully understanding the maze's nature. William accompanied her on this journey, but Logan killed her before she was able to enter the church in Escalante. William stayed in Westworld looking for Dolores, not realizing that she had been reset and sent back to Sweetwater. When he finally found her with her memory wiped, he grew jaded and completed his transformation into the person we later came to know as the Man in Black. He later told Dolores that he witnessed her going on this quest to find the center of the maze multiple times throughout his 30 years coming to the park, but she never made it. Cut to the premiere of Westworld, where we see Dolores wake up to another glorious day. That started her current loop in the present, where she again went off her narrative to try to find the truth of Arnold in the maze. As Ford later explained to Bernard, trauma causes the host to relive their memories like they were real. When the Man in Black assaulted her partway through the show's first episode, that's what triggered her current journey. While some of the scenes showing William and Logan's first trip into the park are flashbacks, a good chunk of them are actually Dolores reliving those memories in the present. What we are witnessing is Dolores retracing her steps back to Escalante, the church, and Arnold and Ford's initial lab below the confessional, remembering her journey with William as a way to guide her back. That's why a lot of the shots with William don't line up to what Dolores is seeing in the present. She is flashing between what she is actually seeing and what she remembers seeing, and the show presents it as her glitching out. The host's memories are pristine, and it can be hard for them to distinguish between the present and the past when they get lost in a memory. That's also why she keeps seeing herself. Not only is she witnessing her memories, she's also seeing glimpses of what is at the center of the maze. She finally finds her answers on this most recent journey after making it back to Escalante, being attacked by the Man in Black, and being saved by Ford. The park co-founder helped her finish her quest to consciousness by helping her realize the voice she had been hearing in her head was her own inner monologue. From there, the series ended with a newly in control Dolores repeating her footsteps again, this time by killing Ford instead of Arnold and guests instead of hosts. Where her journey takes her next, and how she handles her newfound awareness, will be explored when Westworld returns with Season 2 in 2018. For more Westworld analysis, interviews, and coverage, keep it here at IGN.